Yo, everybody. Wait. There we go. Yo, everybody. What is up? Welcome back to another stream. I, as always, am a Golden Spider. And today we are going to be starting our playthrough through Alan Wake Remastered, as we are going to try to sprint through every single every single game in the Remedy universe, play Alan Wake Remastered, replay Control and all of the Control DLCs, and then get Alan Wake 2 and the Lake House DLC done, all before Control Resonant comes out, so we can get super caught up on all the juicy lore. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and start it right now. Get into it. Probably be a short stream tonight. I don't have that long. But let's see. Subtitles enabled. Video commentary. I'm gonna leave that disabled for now, yeah. Graphics. Borderless, yes. DLSS. Quality, resync up. All of that, sure, why not? Alright, cool. Go ahead and continue. We're gonna do normal.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Episode 1, Nightmare.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Checkpoint reached.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Get to the lighthouse. I don't know why I said that with Arnold Schwarzenegger impression, but I did.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them if you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer.
Hold on. I'm curious. Does this QR code actually work? I'm really curious here. Oh, it does. Oh, but we can see a YouTube video. Hold on. Oh, that's really interesting. Hold on. I mean, I'm gonna pull this up. Okay. Hold on here. Let me.
I was trapped here. Had been for what felt like years. Outside reality. What we count as real. I wrote to find a way out. I wrote to master this place. To learn its secrets. Use that knowledge to rewrite my reality. Once upon a time, I had written hard-boiled crime books set in New York City. Till I was sick of it. The Alex Casey books. A detective solving cases of murder. Corruption and madness in the dark city. This place tapped into my unconscious mind, drew from there, twisting what it stole into a nightmare that took shape around me. A mystery. A detective story. I needed a detective to guide me. Echoes of Casey haunted me.
Interesting. Okay. Gotta keep an eye out for more QR codes, I guess. This is Vision 1. That implies there's more. Cool. Okay. Okay. Controls? Controls, there we go.
You missed your deadline! Damn. You can't stop me!
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
was trapped. There was no way out.
Die, 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 die.
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there. Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna kill you. This is it, bitch!
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here. Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm happy, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car. We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all of your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Right. So much for a quiet vacation. Yeah, that makes two of us.
Are you
Do
staying
me a
long?
favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did. Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring. You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really...
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your...
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness.
I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
It's dark in there. We need lights.
Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Hello? Anyone here?
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned. Damn. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island. The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
The Nearfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose,
I just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. And now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again. An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing! Have fun!
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn, Alice, everyone
Hey, hey, just hear me out! There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No! It's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Alice?
Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice! I'm coming! It's all right! I'm coming!
What the hell?
Help me!
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either. The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there. Damn.
I woke up just in time.
Hello?
Hello? Is someone there?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Find this page in nightmare difficulty mode.
Anybody there? Please! I've been in an accident!
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Anybody there? Please. I've been...
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident! I need help! Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stucky. Please, commit you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. Fair and square. Carl.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Latest thing!
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
During your trying walking, it's the latest thing in
Yes.
Right Mall Sheriff Station.
Hello? Hello?
One stone.
This is bad. There were more of them. My head pounded with the concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it. The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
That's what I said.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend. What the hell was that?
What the hell was that indeed?
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water. Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong. Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Why would you go to some place called Escape when you want something to eat? It doesn't make any sense. That's very badly named. Why would they name it Escape when it's like a diner? Or a restaurant or something?
Taken. They're taken.
Taken a field of darkness.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way. I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Shotgun. Heck yeah.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather's absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. To you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Pickle Hungry? How's Alan Wake going? How you liking it? I'm enjoying it so far. Not that far in, only like 45 minutes or so. but so far so good. I played all this before. I have this game. I played like a little bit of this game on PlayStation a while ago, but never finished it. But this time I want to finish it, and playing it on PC this time because I got it through PlayStation Plus, and I don't have PlayStation Plus anymore. I need to renew it. Um, but I also just wanted to play it on PC as well because I'm going to be playing 2 on PC, and I have Control on PC. So, just, and I'm going to play Control Resonant on PC. So, might as well just like I'll have them on PC. But yeah, I've been enjoying it so far.
Maurice, what are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just too tough for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You have a good night now.
Listening to all of the radio stuff is kind of fun. Awesome. Are there any changes from the original, or is it really just a report remaster? I think it's just a remaster. It's just like visual upgrade. I never played the original either, so I'm not entirely sure. But the controls feel very early 2000s. And the voice lines certainly also feel very early 2000s. They're like the typical, like, stilted, awkward, like, lacking any sort of, like, acting. Like, yeah, we're about to get some voice lines here as I click into this, and you'll see what I mean.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Like, it's not bad. Not bad voice acting, but it's not great voice acting.
The gas station was closer now. Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Yeah, it's Silent Hill 2 style voices for sure.
The best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is third.
Like the voice lines of this guy that like kind of hunting me through the woods and saying that shit stuff is better than Alan Wake. Oh shit! Oh, I dodged. Come on, I dodged that. Okay, boo. Stop throwing hatchets at me. At least the controls aren't tank controls. I've never really liked them either, but honestly, playing when I played the original Resident Evil, like the remade original Resident Evil, tank controls weren't that bad. They took a while to get used to, but they were fairly decent. Like once you got used to them.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
And these manuscript pages that we're finding are like, the game is saying that they're like prophetic. So, gotta keep an eye out for that. Okay. Very rude of you, man. I also don't really know where I'm supposed to be going here. Okay, I dodged that. Okay, I told you to dodge. I don't think I would have noticed the voice lines at first, but now it can't be unheard. No, you would have noticed. The game starts with like a very long, like very voice lined, long cutscene. It's pretty, not like super obvious, but you would have noticed. Like, they're not bad. Again, they're not bad. Not bad voice acting. It's just not. It's not good voice acting either. All the way back here. Just of the times. Yeah, exactly. Very of the times.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best drugs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
I wanted to get this manuscript, because I do think I'm supposed to go that way, but I wanted to just like collect it before I wanted to collect it again. Heal, you also, like, the game is all about, you use your flashlight to like banish the darkness off these dudes and then shoot them. What are the enemies supposed to be like Jasons? They're just dudes. They're just like random like loggers and dudes that are in the woods that got like corrupted by some like darkness, like some sort of like sentient darkness or something. And I have to... The dude disappeared. I have to use my flashlight to like banish the darkness off of them, so they can be hurt, and then I can. But like, because they're corrupted, even after I banish the darkness, they're still like mean. They're still like aggroed on me. So like they can't be saved. So they're already corrupted. So I just have to shoot them anyways. Okay. Okay. Rude. Yeah, I'm just gonna come back in here, if you guys don't mind. I really don't know where I'm supposed to go. Oh wait, yeah, I can just follow the minimap. Little dot. Oh, damn, how can you throw a hatchet that far away that accurate? That's like impressive. Hence the big bright light. Got it. Got it. Seems like we have a theme going from Requiem to this. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, okay. Oh my gosh. Get fuck off. Fuck off. I mean, I wanted to only play Alan Wake 2 before Control Resonant, but I saw that this game was also on like a really good sale, and so I was like, yeah, why the fuck not? And then I looked it up, and I heard a lot of people not really telling me, but reminded me that the DLC for Control will probably have some impact on Control Resident. So I want to replay that game again as well, and then I'll play Alan Wake 2. And then I heard only the Lake House DLC is the only like really necessary DLC for like the Remedy universe. Like the other DLC is not super important. The games are super connected. I never played these and only started Control, didn't get too far. Yeah, all of Remedy's games are in a interconnected universe. So like one of the DLCs for Control is the name of the DLC is literally called the Alan Wake Experience. And so it connects with this game and then leads into Alan Wake 2. Okay, let dodge when I tell you to. And like even some of Remedy's older games that they can't really completely interconnect because they don't have the rights for them anymore are also interconnected. Like or like not super interconnected because obviously they can't like use those characters and whatnot like they can for Alan Wake, but they are like hinted at and nodded to. Like Quantum Break is an old Remedy game that's kind of like slightly related, and same with Max Payne. But you know they don't own. Remedy doesn't own Max Payne anymore, so they can't really do anything with that. But they are, I believe, technically in this world as well.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
I don't know if you saw KF where Sam like said a game he'd like to make is Moomin. I wonder if he tried to connect it as well. I did not. Was that recently or was that a while ago? Is Moomin like an established IP already? I've never heard of that. If it is. Oh, I love this.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance
I remember
it
what
to
I played this
elevate all
before.
of mankind.
This is
Einstein, Sagan,
like Twilight
Francis
Zone
among
spoof
men.
inside the
price
world.
for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. In our lives are already written.
Like I think this is referencing Quantum Break, just from Quantum Suicide.
Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight,
Within the Yoso and Yamum, it's like this Finnish children's comic strip he really likes. Interesting. Oh, I do vaguely remember that. I stopped watching a lot of the Gamescast lately, unless it's about a game I'm not certain about. But yeah, like I didn't like I've been busy like this whole last week and a half since like Friday with family things. I also have one going on like tomorrow as well. Just came back from one before I started streaming. So, yeah, I've been busy with that. I haven't really had time to watch any KF or anything. But so that's mostly why I didn't watch the KF about Black Flag remastered. But also because I didn't want to. Like I knew I'm already sold on that game. I've already pre-ordered it. I'm gonna stream it tomorrow once I get home from the family and stuff as well. So I don't want to know anything else. I don't want to hear their thoughts on it because I'm already sold and I just want to experience this myself, you know. But yeah, that's like I mostly only do KF Gamescast lately with its like the stuff like the Blood of Don Walker impressions. I'm looking forward to looking at when I get time and all that sort of stuff.
I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please,
Like,
please.
The fact that they made all of these like little like even if it's like, I feel like if you look at the length of like Twilight Zone episodes, like I think it is like a full length Twilight Zone episodes because I believe those are pretty short episodes generally, but that they made like a Twilight Zone spoof inside this game is just really amazing to me. Like it's so cool.
Stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did
You
not
uploaded it.
happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Like you'd have to like look into it. I'm not entirely certain like how long the average episode of Twilight Zone was, but I feel like it was about that short, with some outliers, but about that short. Like I don't feel like they were very long. Oh, a lot of ammo. Time for a boss battle. Telltale sign in any game.
As you like, it can be dangerous. It requires patience. Oh no. Even with the engine takes tools.
To 96 for a run of typically 25 minutes. Okay, so maybe not a full like that, but that wasn't quite that long. That was more like 10 minutes. If even that. But still. Fun that they even made like a spoof half episode. Yeah, I definitely got the vibe to it. What am I supposed to do against this guy again? I don't remember. I remember there's a trick to it. I keep running away whenever I try to focus him.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Maybe there wasn't a trick to it. I mean, there's the gas station right there. I'm free.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Alice is my wife, who I went out
After
for
the
like
insanity I had just experienced in the dark.
in like the start of the game, I went out for like to like take a breath because Alice and Alan had an argument. So Alan went out to like take a breath on the dock, and then he heard Alice scream, and by the time he ran back, she had apparently like fallen off the balcony into the lake. Alan dove after her to try to save her, and then he woke up in a car halfway like off a cliff with no Alice in sight and with no memory of how he got there. And that's basically where we're at now.
Darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Checkpoint.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Hold on. Wait, wasn't that in the manuscript?
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a
there it
mess.
is.
It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Yet another thing that sort of reminds me of Silent Hill 2. I've never played that. I've heard...
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Interesting. 68th Annual Deer Fest, September 15th through 18th. Games and activities, raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, and surprise competitions. Live music. For the children, Bucktooth Charlie afternoon. And Montgomery the Mystic's Amazing Phantasmagoria in the evenings. Don't miss the legendary Deer Fest Parade. That is so small town Americana that I can literally see all of this happening in the very city I am in. That is, like, I am in a very rural area of Minnesota. Special offer with coupon. Wait, am I supposed to just leave? Oh, fine, there we go.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
For all you know, this is based on a true story in your area.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
But no, I think this game, like Bright Falls, the setting of this game, I think it's like based in, it's supposed to be in Maine or something. Oh shit, there is no island.